Fall is when most of us usually have to make those yearly decisions concerning insurance coverage during open enrollment periods. Well, the folks at Douthat Insurance can help with those important decisions, and we want to welcome David and Margaret Douthat to the Daytime Tri-Cities. Thank you all so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, let's talk about this. You know, a lot of folks, including the folks here at our station, got open enrollments coming up. Got to make some decisions. Talk to us about those decisions that have to be made.
Well, this is primarily in discussion with the Medicare annual election period, and so this is kind of the pre-time for people to be looking, reviewing the material they're getting in the mail, and then their actual opportunity to make that change is October the 15th through December the 7th. So if there's a change you need to make, now's the time to be looking and talking, and then also when that time's available, day one's October the 15th, last day's the 7th day of December.
So you want to make sure that you got that window.
Yes.
You got to get into that window there.
Yes, absolutely.
And you have the option to change a lot of things here. You got Medicare Advantage, prescription drug plans, supplements, Medigaps. There's a lot of decisions that have to be made there.
Yes, all of those are options for changes, especially you may not even realize that you need to change, but if you've changed medications or you've changed doctors in the last year, it'd be a good time to look and see, okay, am I on the right plan, or is there something better for me?
And also with Medicare, there's also the option to add to enroll with another plan. And a lot of folks may be doing that for the first time. And they can come to you and you can help them with that, can't you?
Absolutely. So a lot of people do have just original Medicare. We call that fee for service. They don't have any additional coverage for themselves. Actually, some don't even have prescription drug coverage. But they really need to explore that option, because oftentimes it can save them money, because there are actually policies out there that have no premium. And they can have that with their Medicare, have some prescription coverage, and then have some extra benefits as well. There are some companies offering dental coverage with $2,000, $2,700 to $2,200. So companies are offering some incentives to have them as a customer.
Now there's also some Medicare, for folks that are on Medicare, or on Medicaid, there's also some Medicare plans available for them as well, aren't there?
There are plans that's specifically set up for people who have Medicare and Medicaid. So, and there's all zero premium plans, and they give a lot of extra benefits, and it kind of coordinates all of that together, the Medicare and Medicaid benefits that they have.
And I'm just throwing this out here because I got a little confused there too. There is some confusion between Medicare and Medicaid, isn't there?
There is. Medicare is a federal program, so it's usually what you have when you turn 65, or if you get disability at a younger age. Medicaid is a state-ran program, so, and it's usually, you know, if you're having financial issues and stuff, and you're in those situations. So if you have both of those together, then there is some really significant benefits for some of the plans that are available.
And I can't let you go, because there are some scams that are going on out there, both, you know, online, on phone calls, things of that nature. You need to be aware of those Medicare scams.
Absolutely. Our biggest message to people is, number one, Medicare or Social Security, they're not going to call you and ask to speak with you about your benefits or try and encourage you to review extra benefits. I'm not going to tell you that Medicare will never call. There could be a time where there's an appeal or something, but those phone calls that are calling you saying, hey, you're going to lose your Medicare if you don't check out these benefits, that's not Medicare. Also, there's a lot of flyers that come out in the mail, and it looks like Medicare is talking to you, telling you and encouraging you, you need to reach out to us. Those will always say at the bottom in very, very fine print, you would be reached by an insurance agent. There's all kinds of commercials on TV that kind of appear to be coming from Medicare. We've actually had clients that have called, they've lost the policy that they were on by not really understanding what is going on with this. So
folks, if you got questions concerning anything with Medicare, Medicaid, Douthat Insurance, a great way to go. Thank you all so much for stopping by. Douthat Insurance, right there on Broad Street in Kingsport. There's their number, there is their website as well. Give them a call, check them out today.